Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's video is all about the new Bobbi Brown launch. These are the Crushed Shine Jelly Stick. So they're kind of not a lipstick and they're kind of not a lip balm. Okay, so I ordered these myself. I was attracted to them because they look like they'd be a really kind of comfortable colour stick while being really kind of shiny and nice looking, and I was kind of attracted to the packaging. So in this video I'm going to try them on for you. I'll talk a little bit about the packaging. I'm also going to compare them to something that NARS does that I think is quite similar, just to sort of give you an idea. But the two shades I bought were Lilac, which is this one, and Tahiti, which is this one. So this is shade 3 Tahiti, shade 4 which is called Lilac. One helpful thing about the packaging is the colour of the packaging tells you which is which. So, you know, if you've got it on your dresser, in your drawer, in your bag, wherever it might be, you know exactly which one you're reaching for without having to look at the bottom for the names, which I think is a great idea because a lot of my Bobbi Brown standard lipsticks that I've got are just in the black packaging and I have to go searching through, looking at the bottom of each one to find the one I want. This one is a lot simpler. So, in terms of price, I'll put that up on the screen. Obviously, it varies depending on where you live. The size on this is 0.08 ounces or 2.5 grams. So they're not that big compared to a lot of lipsticks that tend to be more around the 1 ounce or the 3.5 gram sort of size. They're a little bit smaller. They've got a nice bit of weight to them without being too heavy. And the packaging, like I said, is pretty cool. So you can see on the bottom there that it tells you the shade name and number, and then it's just plain at the top. So in terms of how you get this lipstick out, you push on this end that's not got anything on it, and it kind of slides out like that, and then you just pull it the rest of the way. So I don't know, I just thought that was quite cool. My inner child makes a lot of my purchasing decisions and she likes this. So it looks a little bit like a balm, I would say. It's like a twist up thing. This is how much product you get. I have literally tested each colour once just to give it a bit of a wear test so I can talk to you about that. But that's pretty much how much product you've got. And at the end of the lipsticks you'll see they are just rounded. So there's no kind of precision when you're applying it, which makes me think it's designed more as a balm than a lipstick. But like I said, I'll get to what I kind of think this product is as we go along. One kind of flaw with this packaging, so I don't know if you can see there, if I just pop my finger in, that's as far as I can get my finger in this side. On this side, your finger goes in a lot further apart from the fact that it won't fit. Okay, that one goes all the way in. Then on this side, it only goes in a tiny bit. Now that is important when you come to putting the lipstick away. If you put it in the wrong end, so you put it in the bit where there's not a lot of space, you're going to damage the end of your lipstick. It actually has to go into the end with the bigger bit. The easiest way to know which end to put it in is the end where it says Bobbi Brown. So as long as you remember that, you know that you can just push it in there and it will go back in. Like I said, to get it out, push this end, pull it out. So let's try the lipsticks on. So they're not difficult to apply, like I said, even though there isn't the same precision, they go on pretty easy. This is what it looks like as a swatch on the back of my hand, and like I said, this is Tahiti. So now we're going to take a quick look at Lilac. Again, it comes out the same way, you just press the end, pull it out, and you'll see that this part of the packaging, which is like a plastic, and this is obviously plastic as well, is like a similar colour in terms of packaging, matching the colour of the product itself. So that is Lilac number 4. And there's a swatch on the back of my hand for Lilac. So you've got Tahiti at the top and Lilac just underneath, Tahiti being that kind of brighter pink colour. So in terms of wear test, I have tried both lipsticks, both kind of behave in the same way. They go on kind of super shiny, they're super comfortable. It is just like applying a lip balm, and I find while I'm wearing them, while they're still on, I don't need to sort of apply a lip balm underneath or over the top. Like you sometimes do need to apply lip balm under lipstick because it's super drying. This is not at all like this. This kind of lends itself more to a balm. However, I do think it's got a better colour payoff than say the NARS lip balms. Much as I love them, did a whole video on the NARS lip balms, which I'll put a card here if you want to check that out. But if I just swatch this one, and this one is Orgasm, that kind of famous pinky shade, you can just see there compared to the others, there's not as much pigment payoff. It's more of a kind of light sheen on the lips or a light colour on the lips, whereas these are a lot more pigmented like a lipstick, but much more comfortable than a lipstick. But to the downside, they don't stay on anywhere near as long as a lipstick. So when I had them on and I wasn't eating or drinking, I could get a good kind of 2 hours or so out of it. When I was eating or drinking with the lipstick, it did obviously wear off a lot more quickly, but either way I was left with a kind of colour stain on the lips, more so with Tahiti because that's the brighter kind of colour, so it left more of a colour payoff. But what I'm trying to say is it did dry down to like a nice tint to the lips, which I really like, so that instead of it just being like I wasn't wearing a lipstick or anything in the first place, you're left with that nice kind of tint behind. So the nature of the lipsticks, I would say these are quite similar to the crushed liquid lipsticks that Bobbi Brown do, in that they are the balm and the colour. A little less like the sort of tinted lip balms that they have in their normal range. I just think this is kind of the best of both worlds. I think it's better than the crushed lipstick range, in my opinion, having used both, and I think it's better than the kind of tinted lip balm range as well. But it depends what you want. If you're looking for a colour like a lipstick but the super kind of comfort of a balm, then this is the one you're going to want, and that's what I like. It sits in between the lipstick and the lip balm to kind of give you the perfect best of both worlds, sort of. But obviously the downside of having a product like this, it isn't going to last all day. You're going to need to reapply unless you're just happy to sort of leave it with that stain. So what I'm trying to say is, if for example you were going into work or something and you applied this in the morning, after a couple of hours it's obviously going to dry down to that stain. It's not going to have the shine it's got on right now, but you will still have that hint of colour, so it will still leave that sort of nice kind of colour behind. So I think this would be quite a good option for something like that. But obviously you may want to keep reapplying it. The packaging, I have watched some other YouTube videos and heard other people's thoughts on the packaging, and most people don't like it, and I understand why, and that is because they've put the lipstick in the wrong way and damaged the end of the bullet. And these are pretty much as expensive as the lipstick range. You know, they're not, Bobbi Brown isn't cheap, and I understand there's a serious flaw in a way in the packaging. If you're not sure which end to put it in and you damage your lipstick, no one's going to be happy. So I do get that, but for me, I think I'm pretty comfortable, because I knew that ahead of time, that I'll just make sure I put the lipstick in the right end and it should be fine. The outer packaging is just very much like anything else in the Bobbi Brown kind of lipstick range. Size wise, obviously it's just to fit in these lipsticks, but yeah, they're just the kind of standard black and white Bobbi Brown packaging. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I purchased these lipsticks. I'm a bit of a lip junkie. I was thinking the other day of doing a video actually of all my lipsticks in my lipstick collection, but I know I've got over 100 and I'm thinking, how long is this video gonna last? So I was kind of thinking, do I do a video of my best, like my favorite lipsticks? Do I do a video according to the color? Because I have lots in different color ways, you know, like reds, pinks, purples, whatever. So I don't know, or do I do it by brand? So let me know in the comments if you've got any thoughts on what kind of lipstick video I should do. I have done some other lipstick reviews and things, like I said, mainly focusing around NARS products. But I'm a big fan of Bobbi Brown. I think it's quite an underrated brand for makeup. They tend to go more towards a natural look than some other brands, but I think they do really nice, good quality products, so I like Bobbi Brown. But yeah, in conclusion, I'm happy I purchased these. I think they're slightly more expensive than they need to be. I think a few pounds less and I would be a bit more comfortable with it, because in the UK they are £25, which is quite a lot for a kind of lip balmy type product. Like I said, I'm still not quite sure whether I think it's a lip balm or a lipstick. I think it's sort of a hybrid version of the two, but like I said, think it's better than the other versions that they've brought out that are similar. So I'm happy with it. There's not a huge choice in the range of colours. I think there's like 6, but I guess if it's popular they'll expand and perhaps do more colours in the range. So I think the colours are probably quite flattering on different skin tones. None of them are super out there. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of these lipsticks and whether you think I've chosen the kind of right colours for myself. I was tempted with the red one, but I have a lot of red lipsticks, so I thought I'd go for something a little bit different. But yeah, I would love to know in the comments what you think of these new lipsticks, if you're curious about them or if you think you might now try them out having watched this video. And I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe and click that notification bell and you'll be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.